A common viewpoint of the conflict on the Eastern Front in the Second World War is that the Germans fought with great tactical and operational virtuosity, but were ultimately defeated by sheer weight of numbers and the constant interference of Adolf Hitler in military affairs. Any skill on the part of the Red Army was restricted to dogged defense. Another belief, actively promoted by many German veterans, is that whilst Nazi authorities committed many atrocities in the occupied parts of the Soviet Union, the great bulk of the Wehrmacht and many of the combat formations of the SS took no part in such acts, and indeed were often completely ignorant of what was occurring. The truth, inevitably, is more complex. The opening phase of what became known in Russian literature as the Great Patriotic War followed a series of dazzling triumphs in which the Wehrmacht swiftly crushed the Poles before overrunning the Low Countries and France and driving Britain from continental Europe. Even in these early campaigns, the apparent ease with which the German forces overwhelmed their opponents hid several fundamental truths. The striking power of the panzer divisions was beyond question, but their tanks were underarmed and poorly protected compared with those of Britain and France, and the great bulk of the German army remained limited to the speed of horses and men on foot, little changed from previous centuries. The Luftwaffe had a comparatively easy time in its operations providing close support for the attacking forces, but once it stepped outside this purely tactical role, it struggled to assert itself. Despite the boasts of Göring and the expectations of many within Germany, the British managed to extricate their forces from Dunkirk, and the RAF prevented the Luftwaffe from achieving air superiority over southeast England, without which any invasion of Britain was impossible.